Will this climb to the top of my beer expectations? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to another video on JD's Booze Reviews. Today we are trying out Hubble, a 5.2% American Pale Ale by Thornbridge Brewery. Its name might suggest that it's to do with the Hubble telescope, but actually, reading the can, because that's what I thought initially as well, this is the name of a famous sports climb in the Peak District, which is where Thornbridge Brewery resides. So, learned something already today, and hopefully so have you. So let's get this poured into a glass. There's not much more to talk about. I've gone through the fun fact. And yeah, let's get it poured into a glass and get it tasted. I must say, I do always love Thornbridge can designs. They're so cool and funky, and yeah, this one's got like a bit of a, might just because it's been in the fridge, but it feels a bit it's like glistening, which is pretty darn cool. Yep, so, sorry, I just had a smell of this, and I was like, oh yeah, I know exactly what's in that, and I just checked. Oh, that is the smell of an IPA, the perfect smell of an IPA in my opinion. That is sort of earthy, grassy, a bit dank, a bit weed-like. Yeah, that is a very nice smelling pale ale. So looking at the back of the can, it has Simcoe, it has Amarillo, and it has Mosaic, which are some of my favourite hops. Simcoe and Mosaic I do really like. Not had that much experience with Amarillo. I imagine they're sort of in the same vicinity though. But yeah, that is a lovely, lovely smell. It's not overly citric, it's not overly juicy. It smells very hoppy, so there's probably quite a lot of it in there as well. Let's give it a taste. Oh yeah. That has got some lovely, I wouldn't say hop burn, but bitterness from the hops. It's very hop forward of a beer. Yeah, I'm getting lots of just grassy, earthy notes. So it's them kind of hops that don't really give off too much citric character. They're not a citra or a big C hop that's full of juicy flavours. This is very much pale, bitter, sharp, which I do kind of like. Maybe a bit off for some that are into them kind of beers. For me, that is very, very nice. Yeah, very, just that smack, absolute uppercut of bitterness. There's a little bit of floral character to it as well. Very, yeah. A light hint of floral character. And then it's like, you're just getting into the ring, you're getting warmed up, you get this floral notes, and then bang, an uppercut of this bitterness, and it just, whoa, absolutely fills your mouth. It even gets into your nostrils a little bit, through, the wrong way that things, well, the right way if you're breathing out, but, it goes through your mouth and up through your nostrils. It's that kind of quite sharp, bitter flavour. It's very much a West Coast sort of bitter, not sort of light and juicy and fruity in the slightest. Just getting that across. It's one of these beers that's that bitter. You do need bitterness for sort of moorishness. And it's that bitter. I just can't stop drinking it. I'm like, I need to keep going back for more. Probably because there's a psychological fact. It's like the bitterness makes you want to have a drink. And then you keep drinking and then you keep drinking. You know, endless cycle, which would be probably very good if this wasn't a 5.2% beer. And it is quite a strong flavour. I don't know how many I could. It's definitely not sessionable. I definitely couldn't drink this all night. I'd be sort of mouth fatigued. But for a one or two, this would be absolutely perfect. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, it's just, I don't know what more to say. This is just a very nice beer, but if you're not into bitter beers, this is not for you. So that's going to do it for today. Just another final closing point on that beer. There was quite a bit of bitterness, as I mentioned, throughout, but actually I've not had a drink of it for a little bit, and I am starting to get a little bit of flavours of sort of more mango and pineapple. Definitely get the bitterness still there, and throughout drinking it's very prominent. But when you have a bit of a break, it does mellow out and you do get some more flavour, so there's some quite nice complexity there. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe so you can check out next reviews when they come out. And we're going to see you on the next one. Cheers.